Welcome. Today we're going to be focusing on stretching the lower body today. You will need a strap or a long towel or a belt for this practice. So we're actually going to begin laying down on our backs. So go ahead and come to lay down. However feels most comfortable for you. So you might have your legs straight. You might have your legs close together or farther apart. Or you might notice, it actually feels better when I bend my knees and put my feet on the floor and let my knees rest together. So go ahead and just adjust and see what feels best for your body. Where do your arms, where do your hands want to rest? There's no right or wrong. Just notice what feels good. Let your body settle in. And once you're there, just take a deep breath in through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. And another breath in through your nose, out through the mouth. And one more time, breathing in and out. And then continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. You can close your eyes or just let your gaze focus on one point out in front of you, but just a soft gaze out. And start to tune into your breathing. As you inhale, feel your belly rise. As you exhale, feel your belly fall. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. Allow your body to soften into your mat. So just feeling the heaviness of your bones, feeling your skin and the flesh of your body relax down towards the floor. As if everything is just settling and slowing down. Sinking into the points of contact between your body and the floor. And allowing yourself to be held and supported by the ground beneath you. As we continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Bring attention to your face, and I'd like you just to notice if there seems to be any tightness or contraction in the muscles of your face. So bring attention to your forehead. Notice, are you furrowing your eyebrows or clenching or tightening your eyes? And if so, see if you can just soften the lines in the forehead. Relax the eyebrows, the inner and outer corners of your eyes. Soften the temples, the nose, the cheeks, the valley between the nose and the cheeks, the roof of your mouth. Feel your tongue relaxed in your mouth. Feel your teeth separate slightly as you relax your jaw. Imagine that all expression that you've worn on your face today is just sort of washed away to reveal a blank canvas, a neutral expression. You might even just visualize your face in your mind, at ease, soft and relaxed, noticing how you look when you feel relaxed. A sense of calm and peace in your face and in your body. Place the hands gently on your lower belly and simply observe the movement of your hands as you breathe. As you inhale, you'll feel your belly rise and very gently press into the hands. And then as you exhale, your belly falls and the hands fall towards a little closer towards your body. It's a very small movement. We're not trying to make any movement happen. We're simply noticing the subtle movement that is already here. As you inhale, the belly rises, the hands rise. As you exhale, the belly falls and the hands fall. And just observing this movement of your breath. And if it feels good to deepen the breath a little bit, you can do so. So as you inhale, the belly rises and expands a little bit more, but not in a way that feels strained. It just feels expansive and good. And then as you exhale, there's a softening and a release. Couple more breaths just like that. Giving ourselves this time to just slow down and tune in and connect with our bodies and notice what's here. Which can be very different than how we normally move through the world when we are busy and when we're working. We spend a lot of time in the upper body, in our minds, in our thinking minds. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes we can get a little disconnected from the body. So this practice just helps us to balance it out. So we feel more whole and complete. Keep your right hand on your belly, place the left hand on your heart. And let's just take a few more breaths here. So just this really simply feeling the gentle touch and the warmth of your hands on your heart and on your belly. And just noticing that little offer of love and tenderness that we can give to ourselves here. And just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for coming to practice, for choosing to prioritize your health and your well-being today. So we'll try to keep this nice, steady, nourishing breath throughout the practice. And we'll bring the hands together and just start to rub the palms together. Create some heat and friction between the hands. You can feel that heat starting to build in the hands and the palms. And then on an exhale, just place your palms over your eyes and just feel the warmth transfer to the face. So this is a really simple and effective way of helping to just slow down and calm our bodies and our minds. And then just place the hands over the temples for a moment, just feeling the warmth of your palms at the temples. And then placing the left hand gently, just the fingertips on the throat, very lightly, and then the right hand on the heart. And then keep the right hand there and just place the left hand on the lower belly. Just feeling this healing touch of the hands. The hands have a lot of energy. They have a lot of healing power. And so just these light touches can feel really nourishing, as simple as it may sound. Keep the left hand on the lower belly, and then just place the right hand above the belly button, kind of underneath your rib cage. And just take one more nice deep breath here. And exhale out. Good. And then just release the hands to the floor. You can blink your eyes open if they're closed. And we're going to bring the knees to the chest and place your hands on your shins. So you're kind of hugging your knees towards you and rock gently side to side. You can wiggle your toes as you do this, just kind of waking up your feet. And then let your knees rest in the middle and place your hands on your kneecaps with the fingers pointing down. And move your knees in a clockwise circle. So use your hands to move your knees in a clockwise circle. Feeling the lower back being massaged on the floor as you do this. Keeping that sense of softness in your face and that slow, steady breathing. Okay, and then switch the direction of your circle, going counterclockwise. And then come back to center. Bring your left foot to the floor, left knee stays bent, and then take your strap and just have it next to you. You might not need it right now, but just have it next to you. Place your hands behind the right thigh and just extend the leg up to the ceiling as much as it's comfortable. Now, if you can't comfortably reach your your hamstring, then you can take your strap and wrap it around the ball of your right foot like this. Okay? So you can, if you don't have a strap or if you don't want to use your strap, just place your hands behind the hamstring like so. Okay. And then let's just roll the ankle in a clockwise circle here. So just kind of waking up the top of the foot, the ankle. Notice how this feels. I feel a lot of sensation in the top of my foot right now. I can tell I need to stretch that out and then switch direction. So counterclockwise circle. Try to make it as circular and smooth as you can. Good. And then point the toes. As you inhale, flex the foot. And exhale, point. Okay. Now from here, we're going to draw the leg a little closer just until your body is at its most comfortable, its fullest but most comfortable stretch. So you can use your hands to draw that leg towards you, or you can use the strap to gently draw that leg towards you. Okay. And just pause here. Notice that your body will naturally slow down when you start to reach the extent of your stretch. And then just pause there and take some deep breaths in and out. So we don't want to force past this point. We just want to come to our edge and then pause and breathe and see if you can relax and just allow those muscles to stretch. Okay. And then with your strap, you're going to take the strap in your right hand. So it's still around the ball of your foot, right? And then move your foot across your body a couple inches to the left until you start to feel that stretch down the right side of your leg. Okay, it might not be very much movement at all, maybe just an inch or two. And then move it back to the middle. And then move it all the way out as much as is comfortable to the side. But try to keep your left hip on the floor as you do this, so you're not lifting up through that left hip. And then as you exhale, make a shh sound with your mouth. So shh. Feel your belly draw in towards the spine. And then once the belly is engaged, then bring that leg back to the center. Okay, let's try that one more time. So just move your leg a little bit to the left until you feel the stretch. Breathe. This one can be pretty intense. And then come back to the center and then out to the right. Keep the left hip on the floor. Keep the abdomen engaged. So you're kind of pressing your lower back into the mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale with a shh sound. Shh. Pressing all the air out. Feel your abdomen draw to the spine, and then bring the leg back to center. So you're using the muscles of your core to come back to center. Good. And then just release your strap. Place the ankle on the right thigh. And then rock the knees towards the left as much as is comfortable. Notice where your arms want to be, so you can stretch them out to the side. You might raise the right arm up if that feels good, or just place it on your rib cage. So really just kind of tune in to what feels right. And then you can place your arms, just kind of explore. You can try different arm positions. I'm just going to place my hands like gently on my body like this and just take a deep breath. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, slide your left shoulder a little bit to the left so the right shoulder comes down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Feel your belly draw in. Slowly come back to center. And then from here, uncross the legs. Extend both legs. Reach the arms up over the head. And take a big stretch. Point the toes, reach the arms up. And release. Okay, bend both knees. Take your strap or just place your hands behind the left thigh and extend that leg up to the ceiling. Okay. So either way, take a moment just to pause. Keep breathing here. And then we're going to roll the ankle. So When we roll the ankle, you'll probably have to move your strap and then roll it in a clockwise direction. And then switch the direction of your circle. Okay, and then point your toes. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. And one more time. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Good. Take your strap around the ball of the foot. Hold the strap in the left hand and just relax the right hand to the floor. Move the foot towards the right across your body until you start to feel that stretch. You're probably going to feel it down the calf and also down the outer left part of your leg. This one can be pretty intense. So I'm already feeling it and I'm not moving my leg very much. Okay, and just stay really soft in your face. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then bring it back to center. And then let's move it out to the left. So try to keep your right hip rooted down into the floor and just move the leg out as much as it's comfortable. Feel that stretch through the left leg. Okay. From here, try to flatten your lower back to the floor as much as you can. So you're just kind of like pinning your right hip down to the floor. You might even place your right hand on top of the hip. Take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale with a shh. Exhale. Shh. Feel your belly engage. At the bottom of your exhale, use your core muscles to bring you back up. Okay, let's try that one more time. So move the leg over to the right. Breathe here. And really find a place where you can still stay in your body. This one can be intense, and sometimes we just like start to think about other things so we don't have to feel what we're feeling. But we really want to be present in our bodies whenever we're doing any sort of yoga practice, really any sort of physical activity, so we can pay attention, notice what feels right. So you want to go to a point that feels like a challenge, but still you can still be present. If your mind has to leave and think about something else, then it's a sign that you're pushing too far because you're probably in pain. Okay, and then let's come back to the left, opening the leg out to the left side as much as is comfortable. Pressing through the heel, take a deep breath in. Keep the right hip on the floor. Exhale with a shh. Feel your belly draw in and then slowly come back to center. Release the strap. Place the left ankle on the right thigh and then let your legs fall towards the right. Oh. Any amount, okay? It doesn't have to be all the way down to the right. Okay, so notice where your arms want to be. Maybe you want to stretch them out. Maybe you just want to place them on your body or close to you. Deep, deep breaths in and out here. If you want a little more intensity, slide your right shoulder blade a tiny bit to the right. Let the left shoulder come closer to the floor. Find your breath. At the bottom of your next exhale, we'll slowly bring the legs back to center, uncross, stretch the legs, reach the arms up, or if that doesn't feel good for your shoulders, you can just stretch your legs, point your toes, and just take a nice long stretch. Exhale out. Good. Okay. From here, bend both knees. Place the feet flat on the floor with your feet hip width apart. Knees and feet hip width apart. Palms down. Let's try an easy bridge. So this is a nice pose for the spine, but also to open the hip flexors, which can feel really nice if you do a lot of sitting throughout the day. Those hip flexors can get really tight because they're always kind of at this angle. So let's stretch them out. Palms down. Feel your feet on the mat. Press through your feet and start to lift your hips up, up, up until your body comes to a natural stop. Once you're at the top, see if you can relax your butt and press your feet into the floor and let the feet pressing down be what lifts your hips up a tiny bit higher. Okay, and then on an exhale, roll down the upper spine first, and then the mid spine, lower spine, and then the tailbone. Good. Let's try that again. Press down through your feet, float your hips up. Notice the natural stop in your body. Pause there. And then press through your feet and see if your hips have a tiny bit more space to lift. But if you're at your edge, then just stay where you are. So you're always kind of exploring the edge. That is where that's like our potential for growth. But we also want to be really sensitive, not push past it before we're ready, because that can also cause injury and pain if we move too fast. On an exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. Okay. For this last one, we're going to have the option of interlacing our hands under our bodies to come up a little bit higher. So press down through your feet, float your hips up. Okay. And then at the top, press through your feet a tiny bit more. See if your hips can float up a tiny bit higher. Now you can either bend your elbows and point your fingers up to the ceiling, palms towards each other like this, like Barbie arms. Or interlace your hands underneath you and just walk your shoulder blades closer together. Press through your feet, lift the hips. Breathe here. Inhale, feel your belly rise. Feel your chest expand. Exhale, hold. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw. 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel your belly expand. Your chest expand. Exhale, hold. Find a little smile on your face. I know it's getting a little bit challenging. You can come down if you need to. Otherwise, 1 more breath. Good, beautiful. Release the hands and slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay. Hug the knees in towards you. Wrap the arms around the knees. Tuck your chin and curl your upper body off the floor so you're bringing the forehead towards the knees and squeezing in tight. Breathing here. And then on an exhale, rolling the head back down. Keep your knees hugging in towards you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, look towards your left. So just rotate your head to the left, pressing the left ear towards the mat. It doesn't need to touch. And then inhale the head back to center. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale back to center. 1 more time to the left. And center. Exhale, rotate the head to the right. And back to center. Place your hands behind your thighs. We're going to do some rolls up and down. As you roll back, bringing the legs up and over the head. As you come up, doing your best to stay seated for a moment and then rolling back. So let's just do a few of these. Okay, these can be a little hard. Sometimes it's hard to come up to that seated position. Getting a little massage here for the spine. 2 more. And if that doesn't feel good for your back, then you can always just skip that movement and come up to sit. Okay? So come up to sit. Oh my gosh, my mat is like all crazy. Give me one moment. There we go. Okay. Let's come onto all fours, onto hands and knees. Okay. So let's practice our lunge here. So from our hands and knees, we're going to step the left leg forward. If you need some padding for your back knee, place a blanket or a towel underneath you. Okay. So the back toes are untucked. Hands are on the floor, left foot forward, like this. See if you can get the knee over the ankle. And we're just going to gently rock side to side here. So we're just in a lunge. So I'm really feeling this in that right hip flexor. Just kind of exploring into this lunge. Okay. And then come to stillness here. Press down through your left foot. Use that left foot to bring your upper body up, shoulders over the hips. Okay. Scoop your tailbone under, left knee bent. Imagine you're holding a beach ball and you're inhaling and just raising the beach ball up in front of you. Okay. If you want to raise it higher, you can, but if that hurts your shoulders, you want to just keep it right out here or wherever it feels comfortable, maybe even a little lower. And draw the shoulder blades down the back. Keep the spine nice and tall. Lift through the crown of the head. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bring the hands back down. Let's extend the front leg as much as it's comfortable. Stretching through the hamstring and calf. And then maybe lift the toes if that feels good. Take another deep breath here. Exhale out. Flatten the left foot to the floor. Let's come into dragon lunge. So left foot is going to scooch over to the edge of your mat, the outer edge of your mat. Okay? Then your hands are on the floor under your shoulders and your legs out on the side. Again, we're just going to rock very gently side to side. So it's a little bit of a deeper stretch than the regular lunge. And you can stay here, or if it feels good and you want to come lower, you can roll onto the outer edge. Let me show you from this side. You can roll onto the outer edge of that left foot and come down a little bit lower. If you have a block, you might place your forearms on a block like this. If you're able to, you might bring your forearms to the floor like this, but that can be pretty intense. So, you just want to find what works for you. You can just stay up on your hands like this. Take another deep breath. Good. Exhale. Flatten that left foot to the floor. Let's bring that left leg back. Come back into your tabletop. And we'll switch. So this time, right leg steps forward. Back toes untucked. And we're just rocking gently side to side. Okay. And then from here, come back to the middle, press down through the right foot. Use that power to lift your upper body until your shoulders come over those hips. And just place your hands on your hips for a moment. Scoop your tailbone underneath. So you're kind of going like this with your tailbone. Like scooping it underneath you. You're going to feel that left hip flexor stretch more when you do that. Okay. And then shoulders over hips, crown of the head over the tailbone. Nice long spine. And then inhale, reach the arms forward like you're holding a little beach ball. Exhale, relax the shoulders down and back. So kind of flattening your shoulder blades down your back as opposed to like lifting them up or reaching them forward, or just sort of drawing the shoulder blades down. Okay. If you want a deeper stretch, bend more into the front leg. Try to keep that spine nice and long. One more breath here. And release. Dragon lunge. Inch your right foot to the outer edge of your mat. You can play with rocking a little bit side to side. And then you can, if you want to come deeper, roll onto the outer edge of the foot and maybe lower down onto a block, onto your forearms, the floor, or just stay up on your hands. And breathe here. And just notice where you're feeling this and how it feels for you. You can explore the pose a little bit by sort of shifting the hips. One more breath. And then slowly come out, flatten that foot. Bring the right leg back. Tuck the toes and let's just draw the hips back to the heels. So you can walk your hands closer to you, sit back on those heels so you're stretching the bottoms of your feet and the skin beneath your toes. Okay. You can stay like this. If it feels good, you can walk the hands forward and bring the forehead closer to the mat or on the floor. And just take some deep breaths in and out here. Another alternative is to place your elbows on the floor and then just hold opposite arms and rest your forehead on your forearms. Nice, deep, nourishing breaths. Feel your belly expand with each inhale. And then slowly start to come out. Come on to all fours. We're going to transition into a seated position, bringing the bottoms of the feet together in cobbler's pose. So you can hold your ankles. If you can reach, you can hold the bottoms of your feet. Let's just take a little forward fold. So a nice gentle one. As you inhale, lengthen up through the spine. As you exhale, imagine that you're just like sort of gently falling forward. So we're not forcing ourselves down. We're just relaxing and floating down. You can let your head relax, chin towards the chest. As you inhale, feel your chest rise up to the chin. As you exhale, feel your chest fall. And then slowly start to come back up. Use your hands to bring the knees back together. Extend the legs. You can keep them a little bit bent here. And we're just going to wiggle them up and down. And then we're going to use the hands just to kind of very gently slap the legs up and down. And then the tops of the legs down. And then the inner legs down. Good. And then from here, use your fingertips and just very gently sort of start at the back of your neck and just sort of tap gently on the back of the neck, and then bring it forward towards the sides of the neck, and then up and down the tops of the shoulders. Okay, so you're just really gently stimulating this area, which can help to release tension. You can even bring it to the front of the chest and the heart. You can cross your legs or sit however you feel comfortable. And just explore a little bit, up and down, around sides of the neck. Good. And then relax. Take a moment to pause. Just notice how your body feels. And then on your inhale, bring your shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. 2 more times. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Good. Let's transition onto our backs and get ready for our final relaxation. So come to lay down and hug your knees into the chest one more time. Wrap the arms around your legs. Give yourself a big hug, forehead to knees. Squeeze and tighten up your whole face. And then stretch the face, stick out the tongue, roll the eyes back. And release. Come down onto your back. Come into your final relaxation pose of Shavasana. Remember, you can keep your legs straight, feet apart, toes to the sides. But if that doesn't feel comfortable, bend your knees, feet apart, knees resting together. That is usually a better position for people who have pain in their lower back with the legs stretched out. So that's always an option. And just place the hands a little bit away from you, palms up. Rock the head gently side to side like you're nestling the back of your head into a comfortable pillow beneath you. And then let the head rest in the middle. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. And once again, feeling your belly rise and fall with the breath. Feeling the bones of your body very heavy. The skin and the flesh of your body relaxing down towards the floor. Allowing yourself this time and space to simply rest and be here, nothing else to do. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. Allowing any contraction left in your body, in your energy body or in your mind to just soften now. I'll let you know when it's time to come out by ringing a bell. Peace. Begin to deepen the breath, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the hands and feet, waking the body. Taking a big stretch as you inhale. And as you exhale, rolling over to one side and slowly coming up to a comfortable seat. Just taking a moment to pause, notice how you're feeling after your practice. Taking a moment to thank yourself for making the time for you today. We'll bring our hands together at the heart and tuck the chin. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day and week. And may the benefits of this practice trickle out into the rest of your evening, the rest of your month. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.